Welcome back to Podcast Land. Know it's
Episode.
been a minute since we did this shit. Episode 2. How you feeling, Zay?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Man, we back on this journey again. We back doing a podcast again. I mean, it's just a new stage, a new beginning on what we gonna do and how we gonna move and how we gonna move forward into the future and just help people just recognize on where they want to be and where they are now.
Facts. We gonna call this How Sales Changed My Life. Because every day you gotta go out to the world and sell yourself in order to get what you want.
Right.
Simple as that. Today's episode is gonna be called Can't Unsee People. Can't Unsee People. I'm gonna let Zay kick this one off, bro. What you got for them people? For the people.
Basically, bro, when you walk into a different matrix that you ain't used to, you go into a different state, a different country that you ain't used to, or you in your hometown that you are used to, everybody has a motive. Everybody is emotionalized, but like people motives is inspired by their emotions. So it's like people be telling you and showing you who they is based off the small nuances on what they doing and what they saying. A person can tell you how they feel about you by saying two words, but you ignore those two words because the whole sentence sound good. The whole sentence sound good, but two words just really told you on who they is. It's like people would sit here and try to beta trap you. They would sit here and try to test you with small little tests, but if you keep ignoring it, the test gonna get bigger, and then disrespect is gonna keep growing. But at some point, you gotta have the testicular fortitude and the mental fortitude, and let your nuts drop and let them know, hey, this is what it is, and this ain't what it ain't. So what I'm saying is how everybody's moving with their motives and how they talk. That's who they is, bro. And you can't unsee people. One thing about it, bro. One thing that I truly did notice, bro. That how can I put it? It's not the fact that people are disappointing you. It's the fact that you're disappointing yourself because you want it and still trying to see the good in them. That's what it is.
Bro,
That's what it is.
what I learned, bro, is bro, say that part one more time, bro.
So
You say it one more time.
so basically, bro, when it comes to not when it comes to unseeing people or not trying to unsee people and seeing them for who they is, it's not the fact that like you're being disappointed by who they is. You're disappointing yourself because you keep trying to see the good in people on who they truly is.
Facts. You disappoint yourself because you keep trying to see the good in people or who they truly is.
Yeah, you trying to keep.
Because
Go ahead.
like it's like that sympathy you want to have for that person to keep giving them a chance. The sympathy or the naiveness of thinking that they wouldn't really want to do you that bad, or they wouldn't really take advantage of you, or you should do this because it's the right thing to do. When in fact, that's just you wanting to meet your need or feeling good about the situation, even though it might not necessarily be good for you. So we say you can't unsee people because people will blatantly try to get you to do something that's not in your best interest but in theirs willingly and continuously if you don't set boundaries and have self-respect for yourself. I know you're
Wait.
probably thinking like, I thought this shit was about sales. This shit is about sales because the moment you able to see that how people feel and act is not truly about how they feel about you, but more so about themselves, you can stop taking it so personal. You can stop taking people so seriously and literally because when you do, that's how you set yourself up for disappointment because you expecting you from people in a way because you think, oh, I wouldn't do that. The right thing to do is this of standards or ethically or morally, this is what it should be done when it's a person that's amoral, meaning they don't know, they don't think anything is good or bad, and they'll do whatever it takes to get what they want. So how can you play in the same arena as a person like that?
And let me chime in on that. It's all about, does that person has the same values as you? Everybody want to befriend people, but not everybody's meant to be your friend. Like I look at it like this: it's people that you friends with, it's people that you cool with, and it's people that you associates with. The people that you friends with, you're able to share the same values. You're able to make money with them. You're able to grow with them. The people that you just cool with, you just kick it with it from time to time, just for a temporary situation. You understand what I'm saying? But the
Mm-hmm.
people that you like associated with, you want to know them because of a third party user. Everybody want to be friend people. Everybody want to do business with like everybody, but you can't do that, bro, because everybody got different values, and people will show you their values with their motives, with like their like intentions. Everybody, bro, the world is so crazy and the world is so scary, bro, because so like look, so when you born into this world, right? Some people are at the bottom of the food chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody goal is to get to the top of the food chain. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to be the rich person that's untouchable. But the whole actuality is, though, bro, when you at the bottom of the food chain and when you trying to be better and trying to do better, everybody don't want to see you win because they don't want you to surpass them. They they don't want you to climb up the ranks. So it's a crabs in a bucket mentality, but the whole actuality is, say if one person make it and they're very genuine, they gonna create that path for you to follow. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, bro. The wheel is already in, like already made. You just gotta refurbish the wheel and personalize it to like you. You don't have to create a new product. You just gotta get a manufacturer and refurbish the product. People be trying to sit here and nitpick on why you going here, why you going there. But the whole time, bro, you like I mean like you know where you going. And so you gotta have people around you that share the same values as you. Like, do you really want to see me win? Do you really is we going slightly in the same dialogue?
Direction.
So if you're going here and I'm going there, right? We'll like could we be in the same sales conference? You know what I mean? Like, will we go to the same networking like event? Even though we on two different paths, but we got the same definitely chief aim. So it's like it's just like people out here, bro. You can't be friends with everybody, bro, because everybody don't have the same spirit. Everybody's spirit is different, bro. You got some people they allow life to dictate their whole life, where they don't understand that your world is the mental creation, and the mental creation is your infinite mind, and God is the creator of the infinite mind. So with that being said, a lot of people allow external forces to dictate how they move, how they want to get this opportunity and this and that. But the whole time, bro,
Yeah.
everything is in your favor. Everything is on your
Facts.
hands.
Bro.
You decide if you want to pluck the cards. You decide if you want to draw. You decide if you want to pluck two or reverse it. You decide it, bro. It's like you can't keep on pointing fingers at people, even when you closing a business deal, even when you selling yourself in a business deal. You are in control of that to a certain degree. But when you're closing a business deal, you got to see if you and that prospect share the same values. Do y'all have the same goal in mind? Because if not, bro, you wasting time, you wasting synergy. Now you're disrespecting yourself and you disrespecting your prospect. You're disrespecting your client. But then at the same time, you can't give all your power to the prospect, to like the client. You still have to lead. You still have
Facts.
to be a servant leader. A lot of people don't want to be a servant leader. They don't want to serve and lead first. They want to lead and be served. It doesn't work like that. Because when you're adding value, when you're, giving the world your offer, you have to say to yourself like, okay, this is my offer. I'm here to serve and lead people. I want to lead people to where I am, and where I am is where they want to be to a certain degree, knowing that everybody's different. So you a multi-millionaire, you living this lavish lifestyle, right? And you have this money that you're making, and some people see themselves in you but not everybody has the same identity as you. They may want to make that they like they only want to make a certain like cause amount of money that's gonna make them free. But the values is still the same though. I value what you teaching. I share like the same values, but my heaven on earth and where I want to be is a little bit different.
Facts, bro. You said some significant things that kind of got me excited and leaning up in my chair a little bit. But the first thing that you said was internal and external, and a lot of people let external forces dictate how they feel internally, right? That's one thing I learned while being in tech sales as a salesman, but more so in life, right? You got an internal and you got an external. Internal is how you feel about yourself and how you talk to yourself. Anything outside of that is external. So you got to realize when we say you can't unsee people, that it's in people's best interest to be able to externally influence how you feel internally. So it's in people's best interest to be able to influence you to do to do what's better for them in situations, in business, in life, determine on how you play the game. So when you unsee people, you realize that, oh, you don't have my best interest at heart most of the time, 9 times out of 10, because every person not a good person. So by the law of averages, you're gonna encounter more people trying to take advantage of you, trying to use you, trying to get them to do something for them, even if it's in form of a job or subconsciously, so they can put themselves in a better position because self-preservation is like the number one need of a person. So once you unsee people, and we're gonna keep referring to this thing called the game of life. And you see the game of life in the arena in your competition, and you see how people on the bottom are grinding because they don't want you to get ahead of them, and they don't want you to escape the bottom because they stuck there. You see how there's actual competition going in the same direction you want to go in, and you got to keep up with it. You got to look at shit for what it is, because once you do it, you know how to play defense. You know how to put on your fucking blockers, and don't let the external shit in, and you learn how to move at your own pace and hit and don't get hit in the way. One of my favorite athletes is Floyd Mayweather because he was a defensive fighter. He was a defensive fighter. You hit and don't get hit. You minimize your risk because when you unsee people, you see shit for what it is, you're able to see the deception before it comes. You're able to see the characters and how each character has their own characteristics and roles, and how it can be detrimental to your progress if you're not able to peep it before it gets too close to you to take advantage of you.
Exactly. Because when you playing defense, bro, a lot of people want to play offense. And bro, while they playing offense, they got their hands out. They got their hands out, like, because in a sense, bro, everybody plays roles. Like, when you on this journey on sales, doing what you want to do in the corporate world, the business world, everybody has roles to play. So when somebody tries to step in your role, it's delaying the progress. It's delaying the, it's like, it's delaying the mission. Everybody got to play their role, but like in a sense, you noticing the competition on the external forces, right? But then you like you said, you gotta run your own race. So many people want to be the young bull, but they don't want to be like the old bull. I'm okay going 60 miles per hour. That's my road.
As long as
I
I'm
know
going,
where I'm going. That's my path. If my business partner is going 90 miles per hour, that's his road. That's his speed. Okay, cool. We got the same mission. We got the same definite chief aim. We know where we going. But some people, bro, they hate the fact that you're running your own race and they can't have access to you because you either going too fast or you going too slow. But more like importantly, they're not puppet masters. Like they're not the puppet master. They can't dictate your movements because your movements is so impeccable. You're doing it based on the solely fact that you know what you're doing and you know what you're good at. People want to control you knowing that they don't have your gift. They don't have your
mm-hmm.
expertise. So that's really what it comes down to. Like, you got to know your gift, you got to know your expertise, because when you're able to play defense, you know, like, okay, this person really can't really he or she really not on like my level, so I'm not worried about them. So I'm not gonna allow their hands to be in my bucket. I'm not gonna allow their hands to be in my cookie jar,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, I'm able to deflect it, but then I'm also able to put on my mask. You gotta be able to put on your mask, bro. You gotta be able to not tell people your movements. Like, bro, people out here, bro, hold on. When you're able to move silently and not tell everybody your movements, you'll be able to get to your destination quicker. Not everybody needs to know what you're doing and where you're going and how you're gonna get there. Because when you tell everybody your movements, you can't play defense. When you tell them your, because like real,
Oh shit! When you tell everybody your movements, you can't play defense.
when you tell
Hey,
everybody your movements, you can't play defense. When you tell everybody your movements, you can't play offense. Sometimes, bro, like, hold on, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and set this shit up real quick. Make sure people can hear me and shit like that.
are you good?
But sometimes, bro, you have to act like you losing so you can win in the end. If you tell everybody your movements, you when you tell everybody your movements, you can't play defense. When you tell everybody your movements, you can't play offense. Because at the end of the day, bro, everybody want to have their hand out. Everybody want to have their hands on your goal, on your prize, on where you want to be and what you want to accomplish and what you want to hold. Because, bro, everybody movements is so different, but when they don't know how you moving, they can't necessarily touch you.
People can't mess up what they don't know about.
People can't mess up what they don't know about, bro. Sometimes, bro, it's just best to act like, man, I'm in the process. Man, I'm losing right now. Okay, cool. You not no threat. But the whole time you don't know my movements. I know that God Himself is covering me the whole time. But I know when my time is ready because I'm prepared. Because when nobody knows your movements, you're able to prepare when you about to go to war, when you're about to close a, when like you about like to close like a sales deal, when you about to create another opportunity, you have to be prepared to go to war. You have to be like, have to be ready to fight for your dreams and fight to close a deal, to fight to create a opportunity. Because once people see that, that's how you able to come up with tactics to penetrate, but also to pivot when people be trying to play defense and play offense. Because not everybody wants you to get to your destination. Not everybody wants you to be the top sales rep, the manager at like your corporate job. Not everybody wants you to own multiple businesses. But when you are able to penetrate and pivot and play defense, just based off the fact that you're moving in silence, you're able to win in the end. Sometimes you got to act like you're not even like a threat because you're playing a certain character. You have a certain mask, but you know the art of war. You know the tactics at the end of the day that you're preparing to use. Because at the end of the day, bro, everybody is at this little ground level zero, and not everybody is meant to get to level 100. I came to the conclusion, bro, some people die before their dreams come true. Some people die before they even get to where they want to get to because along the lines on where you going, some people quit. Some people can't handle the heat. Even in the corporate world, bro, you in the office, right? You're able to handle the pressure, meet quota, all this, and you're just the most flamboyant person in the office, in the business. But then you got everybody that work with you is jealous of you because you able to do things that the average person is not able to do because you know your superpower.
You got to know your superpower.
You gotta know your superpower, bro. Everything that you do, bro, you got a superpower. You got to give. Like even in sales, you got a superpower. Is it the charisma? Is it the smile? Is it the patience? Is it the words? Even when it comes to women, sales and women, dating and women, business and women goes hand in hand. What's your superpower? What makes you stand out? Is you 6'4"? Can you speak different languages? Can you dress? Do you smell good? What's the power? Everybody, bro, cause I'm gonna say this, bro. We live in a world, right? So we live in a world, right? Everybody wanna looks good. Everybody want likes and views. But nobody want to go out here and grow up an adult. We are in a time where we're judging people that got 9 to 5 jobs. We're judging people that are
Facts.
traders. We're judging people that's going to school to get trades. Everybody want to look good, but nobody wants to get skills so they can attract the certain cause amount of like income that they need, bro. When we was doing podcasting and when we was interviewing the content like creators, the fashion moguls, the artists and rappers, bro, everybody looked good. But behind closed doors, bro, they pockets ain't heavy. We had to grow up as men, like, bro, do we want to look good or do we want to get skills and get paid, bro? Because guess what? You can be the most famous person in the room and not have no fucking leverage, but you could be the most paid nigga in the room and have all the leverage in the world. We live in a
Facts.
world where money is people. Like we live in a world where money is people gods, bro.
Bro, you can't unsee people,
Bro,
quote
I
unquote.
never forget. You called me at 2 o'clock in the morning 3 years ago. Bro, I don't want to be the most famous nigga. I'd rather be the most paid nigga. I'd rather be in a Lamborghini with a beautiful woman by my side and nobody knows what I do for a living. We live in a world where digital narcissism is at a most high. Everybody want likes and views and like the validation. But what about skills that pay the bills? What about what you're willing to produce on this earth? What about the resources that you can gather as a man, as a human being? Because that's where your value is dictated at. Bro, we live in a world of digital narcissism. You can't unsee people. Everybody want the validation because they not getting validated at home. They didn't get validated by their daddy.
Facts, bro. Everybody do want the validation and the instant gratification because they feel like they ain't have it at some point. So now social media gives everybody the opportunity to get what they feel like they didn't have. And you can't even blame them for going after that. But you have to be able to, like we said, you can't unsee people. You got to see people for why they really do the shit that they do. So you can be able to dissect it and keep your blinders on and play defense in this game of life and not let external shit influence how you feel internally. Because when you're able to see people, you're able to see shit for what it is. You're able to see if it's some bullshit or not. Because internally, like your spirit know what's wrong or right. Some people would just rather go against their spirit for fleshly feelings and pleasures rather than stay the course and do what they know is what they know they should be doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't unsee people, bro. I want y'all to remember that, bro. You can't unsee people because money is most people God, and they will do whatever for it. They will sneak you out for it. They will betray themselves for it. They will live with bad stuff on their conscience if it means that they can get some money.
Exactly, bro. Getting money, being validated, like
Looking
having
good.
followers, all that shit, bro. That's why sometimes, bro, it's just best for you to move in silence. And the crazy part is, bro, when you do make that money, bro, that's when people true colors is gonna show. When you tell somebody no, that's when their true colors show. When you stop,
Hmm.
when you when you stop feeding people the attention, or when you stop giving your like attention to things that's not feeding you like internally, that's when their true colors show. Like a wise woman once told me, feed what you want to live and starve what you want to die.
Mm.
So that always kept me in mind as in the fact if you want to bless somebody, if you want to close a business deal, feed them the benefits, feed the problem, fix the solution, like fix the problem with the solution that you have. Feed it. But if you want to kill the business deal or kill the relationship in general, dead it. Don't add value. Move on. Feed what you want to live and starve what you want to die. People have the option and the willpower to feed and give life to what they want to give life to. We live in a cold world, bro, where people are allowing external forces to dictate their value.
Hmm. Bro,
Like,
this one said, I don't want this to go too long,
mhm,
but this is saying I heard or a thought that just came to me based on some shit I heard. You have God, and then you have marketing,
Mm,
right?
right.
Everybody go out to the world, and it's God versus marketing. It's the creator versus your conscience. Who gave you your conscience? Whoever put all the shit together, they made sure that you had a conscience. And you know how you feel based on what you do determines if you know if you should keep doing it or not. And then you go out and then you got marketing, which is external forces. And you gonna let marketing influence you, or you gonna keep the willpower and the strength to let God influence you in a way. And I ain't even talking on a super religious shit, but whoever created all the shit that we experiencing right now.
That's true.
You got God and you got marketing. And you can't unsee people. Most people will let marketing and what society says is good or hot or cool or what they feel like can get them ahead influence their actions rather than their conscience.
Like, man, like I said in the video, bro, it's all about mind and willpower. And the reason why I made like a video like about that, like I told you, I read 3 mindset books. I read the Napoleon Hill book, the Power versus Force, and the Kabbalion book. All of it said mind and willpower. All of them said the auto suggestion when you're telling yourself, I am this, I am that, me this, me that. And it seems like it's common sense, right?
Hmm.
But we live in a world where people are eternally asleep. We come into this world, bro, being told what to do. We come in this world taking orders. We come in this world not knowing how to think for ourselves because we've been conditioned to listen. We've been programmed to take orders. It's like nobody wants to think for like themselves. That's why you got the campaigns and like the propaganda with like the election and stuff. People get so in their feelings about it, but what about your willpower on what you're willing to do for your goddamn self? It don't matter who's in the office. It don't matter who's your boss in like your job. What are you willing to do to get better? What are you willing to do to create your own opportunity? Because nobody can beat you when you know your superpower. Nobody can beat you when you know your gift. Some people not even tapped in like on a conscious level because they so worried about external forces and they're so caught up in their flesh that God Himself can't even tell you what to do because you blocked out your consciousness with the external forces telling you what to do and people putting a price on you.
Right. I remember you telling me that and let nobody put a price on you.
No, don't let nobody put like a price on you because when you do that, that's when you lose.
You let marketing and external forces guide you, bro. I want to end this one right here. We were posting 30 minutes, bro. But moral of the story, you can't unsee people. You got to know that it's in people's best interest to use you. It's in people's best interest to have leverage in a situation. And you got to know that people operate off things outside of yourself that you may not deem right, but they don't care because they're looking at it from their perspective. And they ain't are letting external forces guide them rather than what they know is right or wrong. And that's how I want to end this. So you got any last words?
At the end of the day, it don't matter where you go in life. It don't matter where you stay at. If you can't see people for who they is, they always going to disappoint you. People are going to disappoint you over and over and over again when you keep wanting to see the good in them, knowing that they bad. Some people are crackheads, and that's okay. But do you want that crackhead to handle your finances? Hell no, because you're going to keep buying things that you're addicted to that's hindering the business deal. Everybody want to have their hand in the pot, but not everybody want to share the plate. That's how I
Yeah,
want to end it.
fast, bro. Can't unsee people. How sales changed my life. Lead Master Pro 2025. We out.
Peace.
I'm trying to end it.